This video is sponsored by PTCGLstore.com, a great place for you to buy Pokemon TCG code cards. Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be showcasing Charjabug from the Stellar Crown expansion set. What makes this bug awesome is its attack parallel placement. For 1 lightning energy, you can search your deck for up to 3 other Charjabugs and put them onto your bench. Being able to set up Charjabugs without having to evolve from GRUBBIN makes it possible for you to actually set up 4 Charjabugs but still be able to evolve into another evolution line for Vikavolt. And this Vikavolt will be our main attacker for this build. This is actually not the new one, by the way. It's from the Temporal Forces expansion set. I think this is just a way better attacker, and the new Charjabug just makes this a lot better in my opinion. And we're focusing more for its Circuit Cannon attack. For 2 lightning energies, it deals 120 plus base damage. However, this attack deals 80 more damage for each of your bench Charjabug. So at full strength, that is with 4 Charjabugs in play, you can deal as much as 440 damage, which pretty much just knocks out any Pokemon in the game. And since we don't really have any great lightning energy accelerators in the format right now, I think the Neo Upper Energy is still the best A-Spec card to be used in this build. When attached to a stage 2 Pokemon, it counts as 2 energies of every type. So for a single energy attachment, it can easily power up Vikavolt's attack. But of course, we can also use the Reversal Energy to power up our attacks. And just for small insurance, I have a few copies of Electric Generators. You look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and if you see any basic lightning energies, you can attach up to 2 of them onto your benched lightning Pokemon in any way you like. Again, this could come in handy when you need energies. And as for my Pokemon draw support, I'll be using the Dunsparce with the Runaway Draw ability. Once during your turn, you can draw 3 cards, and if you do, you have to shuffle this card and everything attached to it back into your deck. Not only is this great for drawing extra cards, I really like the fact that you can remove it from your board, which can empty up free space for you to set up your Charjabugs and or your Vikavolts. The only drawback to this build I think is its mid consistency, especially with the overall setup of your Charjabugs and Vikavolt. But if you do manage to get a momentum, this Vikavolt deck with the new Charjabugs can really hit for a lot of damage. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. Now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Charjabug. Before we get into the video, I have a small request. If you're liking the content I create, please leave a like to this video, and please support this channel by subscribing if you haven't already. This is a small click for you, but for me, it means a lot. Thank you so much for all of your support. Alright, on to our first match. I actually won the coin flip. I've decided to go first. I like going first with this build since we have a lot of Pokemon to evolve into. And unfortunately, I had to take 2 mulligans, which means my opponent will be getting 2 extra cards to start their turn. But we're starting this one with Dunsparce in the active because it has free retreats, and we have GRUBBIN on the bench. I'm probably just gonna play the other Dunsparce in my hand onto my bench. And my opponent will start with Fazandipity EX in their active, and we got Neo Upper Energy as our first card draw. So let's put Dunsparce onto the bench. And there's really not much I could do, so I'm just gonna end my turn here. So next turn I can evolve into Charjabug. We do have a lightning energy that we can use and start setting up a bunch of Charjabugs on our bench. And we are actually going against Raging Bolt EX. Alright, so going second is in my opponent's favor, especially if they can fully energize their Raging Bolt. They can attack and knock out our Dunsparce in the active. But as of right now, they're using their Teal Mask Ogerpon EX to accelerate an energy onto itself, draw cards. They have a bunch of Trekking Shoes. They look at the top 2 cards of their deck, they discard 1 and then draw the other. Then with an energy attachment to Fazandipity, they retreated to Raging Bolt. We're going to use Professor Sada's Vitality to accelerate 1 energy to Raging Bolt EX, but with already an energy attachment, I doubt they can charge up Raging Bolt to attack here. Okay, they put Pokestop in play. They have Energy Sticker. Okay, very interesting. Going to use Earthen Vessel. They have to discard 1 card from their hand, and they can search their deck for up to 2 basic energies. So they will discard the energy sticker to get a fighting and a grass energy. And I don't think they have used, yeah. So they're gonna use their second Teal Dance with their Ogerpon. Accelerate, draw 1. Well, like I said, they've already used up their energy attachment from their hand for this turn, so I don't think they can energize to attack. They're going to use another earthen vessel. And another energy sticker goes to the discard pile. Okay. And with that, my opponent just ends their turn. We got another Dunsparce from our top deck. We can evolve into Charjabug, put the lightning energy, and again we can really retreat our Dunsparce, and we can use a Rezu. Get a bunch of the Dunsparce and a Vikavolt so that we can evolve next turn if my opponent does not knock out my Charjabug. But with these two Dunsparce, we can empty out our bench. So we're gonna use Runaway Draw, draw 3, shuffle our Dunsparce into the deck. We're gonna use this other one as well. So what I need is to set up at least one basic GRUBBIN, and then I need to look for a rare candy for next turn. So I'm just gonna use parallel placement for now, and we have all 3 Charjabugs in our deck, and we're gonna set up all 3 of them on our bench. There it is. So yeah, the parallel placement is actually really nice with this old Vikavolt, because its attack depends on how many Charjabugs are in play, and it deals tons of damage. So it doesn't really matter what my opponent's Raging Bolt targets. I think 3 Charjabugs in play plus 1 GRUBBIN to evolve into Vikavolt is enough to take a knockout against this Raging Bolt. So let's see what my opponent does to counter our build. But we're pretty straightforward, very linear. This Vikavolt. For now, my opponent will has decided to just attack for 140 damage, knocking out our Charjabug. They do need to discard 2 energies just to knock out one of our Charjabugs, because their attack is multiplied by 70. Since Charjabug has 80, they need to discard 2. So with that, we're just gonna use Super Rod to recover all of these Pokemon. And then if I can get a rare candy, I could try their Pokestop, but I'll just go ahead and put Reversal Energy. I'm hoping I get a rare candy here. Yes, we do. Alright, cool. And a counter catcher even. So I'm gonna go ahead and use rare candy, evolve my GRUBBIN into Vikavolt. And since we are behind on prices, Reversal Energy takes into effect, counting as 3 energies of every type, fully energizing our Circuit Cannon, and we can even draw more cards with Cynthia's Ambition. And with Buddy Poffin, I'll set up another GRUBBIN for my next Vikavolt line, keeping my Charjabugs safe on the bench. And Circuit Cannon deals 360 damage. Not bad, man. This Charjabug Vikavolt setup is insane. Again, if you can just get that momentum, this Vikavolt is actually pretty strong. So now, my opponent has to recharge their Raging Bolt EX once again, with Nest Ball finding another one from their deck, and this one is a different artwork. This is a promo card, so it looks different from the usual Raging Bolt card. But as of right now, the one that's fully energized is their Teal Masked Ogerpon EX, and having more prizes taken, our Reversal Energy actually counts as 1 energy instead. So with the 3 grass energies on their Ogerpon, I think they're only hitting for 15, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 150 damage. So they need to attach 1 more energy to their active to be able to attack for, to get a knockout against our Vikavolt. But let's see if my opponent realizes that. But like I said, because we've already taken more prizes than my opponent, Reversal Energy reverts back to just being a colorless, 1 colorless energy, instead of 3 energies of every type. Okay, so they're just gonna go for an energy attachment for turn to their other Raging Bolts. So now they have 2 Raging Bolts in play. And I think my opponent realizes this, and they're gonna go for another attacker, go into the active spot. And they have to discard 3 energies with Raging Bolt to actually get a knockout against Vikavolt. So 2 times 7 is 140, or 14, so 140. So they need to discard 3 energies just to knock out our Vikavolt. And they have Bravery Charm, adding 50 more HP to their basic Pokemon, leaving Raging Bolt EX with 290 HP. And as long as we keep our Charjabugs on our bench, we have Arven. We just have to find another Vikavolt to evolve our Grubbin. We should be able to deal another knockout this turn, even with that 290 HP. But let's see how or what card we get from our next drop. But my opponent will attack with the Raging Bolt, dealing 210 damage, taking a knockout against our Vikavolt. So, of course, the Dunsparce is always the best pivot because it has 0 retreat cost. We got an Ultra Ball from our draw. Dude, my RNG powers are insane! So I can even use Arven, evolve, and I can use the Neo Upper Energy, which counts as 2 energies of every type as long as it's attached to a stage 2 Pokemon. And again, with 3 Charjabugs in play, can hit for 360 damage. So let's go ahead and use our Ultra Ball, and then I'll just get rid of Arizu, I think, and Nest Ball. Get a Vikavolt. I'd really like to get a Dunsparce to get more draw, but I think we should be fine. Retreat to Vikavolt. Neo Upper Energy. That's why Neo Upper Energy I think is the best for this build. So 360 damage, knocking out our opponent's second Raging Bolt EX, getting us 2 more prizes and a Boss's Orders. Look at that. There it is, guys. We are rocking it with this Vikavolt Charjabug combination, and it's we're doing pretty well actually. So now my opponent, okay, they're going for the energy sticker but failed. This Ogerpon can take a knockout against our Vikavolt because the Neo Upper Energy counts as 2 energies, so they're hitting for 180, I believe. But then again, if we can just get another Vikavolt, which could probably increase our probability by using Super Rod to recover them if we use Iono. But then if we use Iono, that will draw us 2 cards only, and it's not a guarantee that we're gonna get the cards we need. So we have to be very careful here. Thankfully, my opponent's only taking 1 prize at a time with our setup here. Although we can still use Pheasantipity in our deck to help us draw extra cards, but we'll see. Okay, with the Tealmask Ogerpon EX, they're continuing to draw whatever it is that they're trying to find. They're going to use Switch Card to get this Ogerpon out of the active, but into another Ogerpon. Okay. But this time they're going to use Prime Catcher. They can switch both players' Pokemon. They put 1 Charjabug in the active and their Ogerpon back into the active spot. And with Bravery Charm adding 50 HP once again to their active basic Ogerpon. 260. So 120 plus 8. We're still hitting for 280 with 2 Charjabugs. So this Ogerpon is actually still within knockout range, even though they get rid of 1 of our Charjabugs. So yeah, Vikavolt is crazy, man. The parallel placement really makes a big difference with this this Vikavolt setup. It upgrades this Vikavolt, basically. But yeah, let's not talk about the new one, because the new one is not that great. Alright, they're just gonna take a knockout using their Ogre Pawn against our Charjabug, getting them one more prize. But I think we have this game. Neo Opera Energy still takes into effect. It's not a reversal energy, and we have the firepower that we need to take a knockout. So we're not gonna dilly-dally. Circuit Cannon deals 280 damage, knocking out their Ogre Pawn for our last 2 prizes to win the game. Not bad, man. This Charjabug Vikavolt combo is insane. Good game. Alright, on to our next match. We had to take 1 mulligan, and that means my opponent will get 1 extra card to start their turn. They are going first, and we're going to start this one with a GRUBBIN in the active spot. We're going to start with a Pidgey in the active, Buffalon on the bench. So this Buffalon has the ability that if they have 2 Buffalons in play, that increases the defense of all of their basic colorless Pokemon, which means they will receive 60 less damage from attacks. They will get Fan Rotom with Nest Ball to use Fan Call, which they can only use on their very first turn. That allows them to get up to 3 colorless Pokemon with 100 HP or less. So with another Buffalon that activates Buffalon's ability, so now they're taking less damage, and a Hoot Hoot. And with another Nest Ball, they will get Terapagos EX. Alright, so we know what we're going up against here. But yeah, Terapagos EX with 230 HP. Well, 290 we need to hit for with the Buffalons in play. But it's definitely a threshold that we can reach. For now, I'm going to use Nest Ball to get Dunsparce. But there's really not much we could do except to attach this Lightning Energy on GRUBBIN, and then we can use Flock to at least set up 2 more GRUBBINs on our bench. We can stall for a little bit until we can evolve into a Charjabug, and then we can use its parallel attack to get more Charjabugs in play. And if they take a knockout, we could probably use Fezandipity to draw 3 extra cards. Because again, right now, we don't have any supporter cards that we can use to draw extra cards. And this is actually where this deck falls, is the overall inconsistency of it. You know, it's... If you cannot set up fast enough, you just slowly die, basically, is what it is. So now, with my opponent being able to evolve into a Noctowl, as long as there is a Terra Pokemon in play, they can use its ability to search their deck for up to 2 trainer cards. I think it's trainer cards. So with the rare candy, they evolve into a Pidgeot EX, making their consistency even more powerful because now they can use Quick Search, which basically allows them to just get any 1 card from their deck. And now they also have Area 0 Underdepths. So basically, Terapagos EX, if you didn't know, its first attack for 2 colorless energies depends on how many Pokemon they have on their bench, and they can multiply that with the damage of Terapagos, multiplying it, increasing its damage output basically. And with that, they get their double triple energy thanks to Chorus Tenacity. And let's see how much they're doing. Well, they're gonna use Quick Search first, and they also have the Dusclops, Dusknoir lineup, and that actually makes it easier for them to take knockouts with Pokemon with high HP. Alright, they get another Terapagos EX, and with a full bench of 8, they're gonna use United Beatdown, dealing 220 damage. It's actually 240, but because Double Turbo Energy reduces their attack by 20. Anyways, it's enough to knock out any of our Pokemon in our deck. So with that, it's our turn. Now use Fezandipity EX, flip the script ability, allowing us to draw 3 cards because my opponent knocked out one of our Pokemon, and we still don't have a good hand here. I could evolve one of my GRUBBIN into Charjabug. I was gonna say Scrubbin, but it's GRUBBIN. You can use Earthen Vessel, sacrifice 1 Super Rod to get basic energies. We can power up this Charjabug, retreat our Dunsparce, and at least be able to set up 2 other Charjabugs. Yeah. Fortunately, that's all we could do. I wish I had another... I wish I could evolve into the Dunsparce, empty out my bench to set up 3 Charjabugs, but it is what it is. I actually thought of using Area 0 Underdepths as well for this particular build, and just maybe put, I don't know, Cornerstone Ogerpon EX, which is a Terra Pokemon, so that we can expand our bench up to 8. But it was just cutting it. There's too much cards already just for setup in this build. But just having 2 or 3 Charjabugs is actually an insane amount of power already. So I think keeping it as it is pretty good already. Alright, so my opponent gets to evolve into another Noctowl with the Jewel Seeker ability, allowing them to again search their deck for up to 2 trainer cards. We get a Peony and a rare candy. So they can evolve into a Dusknoir, and they can knock out our smaller or lower HP Pokemon, I guess. So they can pretty much knock out almost everyone except for Pheasantipity EX, unless they boss's orders. They can knock it out with Terapagos EX. Get 2 prizes for that. So we're in danger unless we draw into something good next turn. We won't be able to draw or set up anything. But at least we have the energies that we need to power up a Vikavolt if we do end up getting one. But no, they're just gonna hold off, just take a knockout against our active Charjabug, knocking it out, taking 1 prize. And I'm alright with that. I am okay with that. Alright, let's go ahead and pivot into Dunsparce. Hey, we got an Ultra Ball. That's a keeper. Let's go ahead and use Flip the Script, because we can. A rare candy, you say? And a Dunsparce. Okay. Okay, our RNG is turning up well. We have Arvin also. Let's see what we can grab here. Electric Generator's good. Got 3 Lightning Energies in the deck that we can hope for. Can we hit any of them? Let's go ahead and try it. We got 1. Hey, I'll take it. I will take it. Alright, let's put 1 to one of our Charjabugs. I can use Counter Catcher to get rid of their Pidgeot EX, because it's the one that helps them find anything. So if we can get rid of this, we might be able to lower their consistency. Alright, so with the Dunsparce, we drew into more awesome cards. We got Iono, we got Buddy Buddy Poffin to set up more Dunsparce. Well, we don't have any more Grubbins, but that's alright. It's gonna help us draw extra cards. And then we can use Ultra Ball to sacrifice this and this. We can use Super Rod to just get our basic lightning energies at least. Get a Vikavolt, use Rare Candy, and because we are behind on prizes, we will take advantage of Reversal Energy while we can. So, I'm going to use Super Rod, and I will get one of each of these. And Circuit Cannon deals 560 damage, hitting for weakness against their Pidgeot EX, getting us our first 2 prizes. Alright. Not too bad. We had a pretty slow start there, but we are picking up the pace just a little bit. However, the more they knock out our Pokemon, the harder it is for us to hit for damage, because once they knock out our Vikavolt, we'll have to evolve into another Vikavolt, which leaves us with just 1 Charjabug left on our bench. So we'll have to set up our Grubbins, maybe, and just slowly evolve into Charjabugs that way. Because using another Charjabug to attack just to set up other Charjabug is a little bit dangerous. Alright, they're just gonna take a knockout against our Vikavolt. They are evolving slowly into a Dusknoir, but they have already a Dusclops. Thankfully, they can't really knock out any of our other Pokemon. Especially Dunsparce has a base HP of 60. So Dusclops only hits for 5 damage counters, so we should be we're still safe, right? Unless they evolve into Dusknoir. Okay, let's go ahead and flip the script first. Hey, we got Vikavolt in a rare candy, but no Grubbin. But that's fine. But as of right now, we're only hitting for 200 damage. I'm gonna go ahead and use a Resi to get these Pokemon. Evolve into these two Dunsparce. I can use one to draw 3. Let me use Electric Drainer. Hey, we got another one. I will take it. Let me power up this guy. We have Neo Upper Energy anyways, so we can power up the other one for next turn. I'm gonna use Runaway Draw to draw 3. Pivot into this guy. And then get our Grubbin out here. And then what I could use is Artisan. That will take away their Area 0 Under Depths, forcing them now to discard their benched Pokemon until they only have 5 left, which is a great disruption, I think. And that also lowers their Terapagos EX's attack. So we're looking pretty good. I think replacing their Area 0 Under Depths was a great way to disrupt them. Alright, there you have it. So they're left with Noctowl. Okay. They actually took away the other Buffalon. I would have just left the 2 Buffalons. Use Super Rod to get Grubbin, Vikavolt, and an Energy. I would have just left the 2 Buffalons there because the Fan Rotom is not going to be useful anyways. I think that was a bad move, but it does put pressure on your opponent, you know, to make a quick decision when you force them to discard their Pokemon from their bench. So let's see what I could do here. See, if I attack with Vikavolt right now, I won't be taking a knockout, and I'm just gonna be reducing my Charjabug lineup. What I could do is just end my turn for now, sacrifice my Dunsparce, but at least I'll have a great attacker next turn. And I can even evolve into another Charjabug with one of my Grubbins. So yeah, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. If anything, if my opponent uses Briar, it requires that we have 2 prizes left, right? Which could be dangerous, but I hope we can disrupt them with Iono. That way they cannot... They can't use that that combo. Because what they could do is use their Terapagos to take a knockout, even with our 1 prize Pokemon, and then they can take an extra prize. So 2 prizes for a single knockout, or a single 1 prize Pokemon, basically. That is with the Briar combo, Briar supporter card. So my opponent recovers and resets up their Area 0 Under Depths. And most likely they're just gonna take a knockout against our Dunsparce. There it is, 160 against our Dunsparce. Take another prize. And since we can attack with our Vikavolt here, we can use Rare Candy. Evolve this. We can use Neo Upper Energy. Right, we're hitting for 280. Exactly 280! That's insane. Alright, but with another Charjabug, we're actually increasing our attack damage. And then force them again to discard their Pokemon from their bench, replacing their Neo they're area 0 under depths. Keep saying Neo Upper Energy, but it's the area 0 under depths. So we're going to power up our Vikavolt with Neo Upper Energy, 360. But before that, we're going to use up our support cards. Cynthia's Ambition gets us more cards. And Hisuian Heavy Ball gets us another GRUBBIN, which is actually pretty awesome. Which means we can set up more Charjabugs or Vikavolt line. And Flip the Script gets us more cards also. Yeah, the draw support is actually pretty awesome with this build. So 360 Circuit Cannon knocking out their Terapagos EX, getting us 2 more prizes. And unfortunately, this is where my fear takes into effect, because if they get their hands on Briar, since we only have 2 prizes remaining, if they play Briar supporter card, they get 1 extra prize if they knock out our active Pokemon with one of their Terra Pokemon. So Terapagos is a Terra type. They play Briar, they knock out my Vikavolt, they will get 2 prizes instead of 1. So let's see if they can get it. There's the Briar. Oh my goodness. There's the no. After all that work, and they just need 1 Pokemon Poufalance. With 5, if they can get Area 0 under depths to expand their bench, how much damage are they doing? I don't really know. Is it 30 for each Pokemon on the bench? Alright, they're gonna go for Cursed Blast to increase damage even further. I think that's it. That is it. That was pretty close. That was a close match, I gotta say. We tried. We really did. But they're only dealing 100 damage? What? What? No way. Well, we can evolve into Charjabug, and guess what, guys? We're hitting for 380 damage with our Circuit Cannon, taking a knockout, getting our last prize to win the game. That was pretty close, but we made it. Unbelievable. And that's it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and until next time, please stay safe and have a great day.